Hi guys, it's Mr. Reg92, posting this vid, UFC on Fox 2, Rashada Evans versus um, Phil Davis, um, and also we have Chael Sonnen versus Michael Bisping, and we have Chris Weidman versus Damian Maia. Um, I am pretty pumped. Um, the fact that this card is taking place, not only in general, I would have bought it if it was a pay-per-view anyway, but the fact that it's on national TV is awesome. For that, that's such a good card, and to have that on national TV is pretty badass. But the fight that I am looking forward to the most, obviously, is Chael Sonnen versus Michael Bisping. This video, I'm going to talk about my predictions for those fights. And first, I want to start off with Damian Maia versus Chris Weidman. I don't really know too much about Chris Weidman, so this prediction is kind of tough for me to make. And I know a lot about Damian Maia. I'm not really a big fan of Damian Maia, but he is very good at what he does as far as his Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and everything. So I can't really see Chris Weidman winning. I know he's young and he is an up-and-comer and everything, but I think Damian Maia has a little bit too much experience in his tool belt to beat a guy like Damian Maia. Damian Maia's fought guys like Chael Sonnen, Anderson Silva. He's fought Nate Marquardt. He lost that fight. Obviously, it was a really bad knockout, but he's just more used to the big stage, and I think that'll be the edge. Um, Chael Sonnen over Michael Bisping in my prediction, and in my opinion. I think that Chael Sonnen is probably the best wrestler in MMA. Well, not with the exception of, I wouldn't say the best wrestler. I would say the best wrestler that can maintain top position in the middleweight division. He's got to be probably one of the top five in the UFC. I would say. Um, to put Anderson Silva in that position for that long and do what he did to Anderson Silva is impressive. And he submitted Brian Stan. That's just um, amazing. The fact that he submitted Brian Stan and um, and was able to accomplish all those things. In his wrestling career, and that he was a good WEC fighter. He's been around a lot longer than people realize. Michael Bisping is nowhere near on Chael Sonnen's level. The guys that Chael Sonnen trains with are nowhere, or are 4 times as good as the guys that Bisping trains with. Um, I just don't see Bisping having a shitting chance in this fight. Um, Chael Sonnen's trains at a Team Quest, trains with Randy Couture, Dan Henderson. Dan Henderson, as everyone knows in MMA, if you don't, you need to watch when Dan Henderson knocked Bisping the fuck out. So Chael Sonnen has definitely got the edge in this fight. I wouldn't say that Chael Sonnen is 100%. I mean, Bisping brings things to the table too. He's improved as his career's gone on, but I still don't think that Chael Sonnen or that Bisping has a chance against a guy like Sonnen. I don't think he has enough experience, and he was thrown into this fight because of the fact that Mark Munoz had an injury. So it was an 11 days notice. I mean, I'm sure he at some point thought that he would have to fight Chael Sonnen at some point, but not not under 11 days notice. So that's the prediction I got for the fight, for the Chael Sonnen Bisping fight, and last but not least, the main event between Rashad Evans and Phil Davis. Phil Davis is quite the underdog in this fight, and it's the same situation. You got premier name guys like Rashad Evans who have been around a long time in the mixed martial arts game, um, You got a guy in Phil Davis who was an All-American wrestler at Penn State, but he's fairly new. I wouldn't say he's a rookie, but I would say that he is nowhere near. He doesn't have the fights under his belt that that Rashad Evans has. Rashad's been on the big stage for a long time, and Phil Davis hasn't. So I think that there's more in the sport of fighting. There's more than just the fight itself. A lot of things go into the fight. It's not just black and white. It is the fighting game is a very rainbow type of game, where there's a lot of different pieces and parts, not just what this guy has, but or what this guy has, but there's a collision of stuff that that can change the course of a fight. And if Rashad comes out trying to wrestle with Phil Davis like he did against Rampage, it's just not. I mean, he's pretty even with Rashad in the wrestling department. So I think Rashad needs to stand with him and try and pound him out. And depending on what happens there, he should be able to win. I don't see any reason why he shouldn't. He's been around for a long time, and he's definitely got the drive to win due to the fact that John Jones is waiting in the wings. So that's my predictions, guys. Enjoy the fights.